Hi, your favorite uncle, and we are back with season 1, episode 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, live action, y'all. Let's jump right into this, shall we? So, y'all, the Heifersode begins with a guy running and having a scroll, and you realize he's an Earthbender, and he's trying to tell the world, like, hey, the Fire Nation's coming to attack the Earth Nation. And you see Fire Lord was like, you really think I'm about to do that now, do you? Joke's on you. I'm about to go get the Airbenders because that's where the Avatar is going to be at. Because he didn't got rid of the last Avatar Roku. Yeah, he didn't got rid of the last one. And so I'm like, how y'all gonna get there? How? So y'all, the scene opens with Aang, and one of the things I do love about the Air Nomads is because they got into such a place of spiritual enlightenment that every Air Nomad can airbend. And I think that's easy. However, once again, I'm just going to bring up this plot hole. You realize in order for there to be fire, there needs to be air. So if you take out all the airbenders, shouldn't that eliminate the fire? Food for thought, food for thought. So yeah, we have Aang's master finally just blurting it all out, which I do like this type of writing, that he is the Avatar, and little Aang like, how am I? Wait, what? What? Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. You going too fast. You going too fast. Slow down. Now. So y'all, we have Aang, and Aang is just confiding in Appa that he just wants to take a break. So Aang decides to dip out. But now we got a scene where the Fire Nation comes because they're about to do a genocide. I just realized that this was in a kid's genocide was in a kid's cartoon, and we didn't really talk about this the way we should. Yeah, yeah, it really was in there. But I know it's about to be good though, y'all. I mean, not the genocide, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not the genocide, but the action sequence. Not the genocide, action sequence. Also, they're doing the fighting under the comet because that's when they're most powerful. Keep that in mind. As we clearly see these people going on home to be with the Lord, R.I.P. Y'all, God had a plan for Aang. God put that in his spirit that, Badir, just go. And Aang just go. God told Aang to go. And Aang went. And Aang didn't know why he went. Well, he kind of did have a thing. He just needed to get away. God was like, I got to get you away from this. This ain't your time. It ain't your time. So y'all, I'm watching this sequence. Am I the only one that feels like the Air Nomad should have won though? Like just thinking about it. Yes, it's fire, y'all, but you need air. Take the air, literally take the air out of where you're at. Just make a huge dome. Take the air out where y'all breathe. They don't. It's like, I just feel like the Air Nomad should have won. That's just me. Just saying. Y'all, I gotta do it. I love how God works, y'all, because even in the midst of a storm, he's still there protect. Oh, even in the midst of a storm, y'all, ain't in the midst of a storm, God's using that storm to protect him. Just like God's using that storm to protect y'all. Y'all thinking that something is wrong. It's a hurricane, it's a blizzard, it's a tundra, it's a tsunami. But trust and believe that God is using that to protect you and to preserve you. So when your time is right and you show up and show out, people gotta be like, well, I be dang. That was nothing but God. Well, yeah, y'all, I knew it was the comment, like he just said. He's like, you would have prevailed on any other night, y'all, because this is air against fire. Y'all are going to win. However, because we have a supernatural advantage on this night. Ooh, hallelujah. We got the episode where we meet Sokka and Katara, and they're going out to get fish, and Sokka's like, Katara, you've been waterbending. What if the Fire Nation catches you? Y'all, I couldn't be the Fire Nation. I ain't about to go patrol them. It's too cold. I said, y'all have fun. Oh, you got to patrol? I gotta do. I don't think I gotta do stay black and die. I'm gonna sit my butt down here. Y'all go up there and patrol. Shoot, send me to the Earth Nation. Shoot, her dad cabbages. So y'all, Katara was able to get Aang basically out of the globe, but now they're back at the village, and Grand realizes it's an airbender and that the prophecy is going to be fulfilled. So y'all, we got a scene with Zuko and Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh's like, Zuko, give it up. Zuko's like, no. And now we have Aang reliving his past. So y'all, they tell the story, the synopsis that happens before every avatar. episode, and Aang is realizing that he is alone, that his whole entire race of people have been sent on home to be with the Lord, all because people have ego. And he's only 12, mind you, 112, but 12 nonetheless. Fix it, Jesus. So, y'all, we get a scene where Aang is teaching Katara how to waterbend, because eventually he's going to have to learn anyway from her. And it's very touching. And then we also have Prince Zuko, who's not realizing that his father sent him away so he wouldn't have to deal with him. Yeah, this is what happens. Sokka's telling Aang that he's a coward, that he ran and people went on home to be with the Lord. And that's true, though. I'm glad that Sokka is shaming. More of this needs to happen. More shaming needs to happen. One thing I wish is that Sokka would have waterbended. I really wish he would have learned that. Like, just caved in and learned how to waterbend. That's always been a dream of mine. But sadly, they didn't want him to learn how to do it. So we have Aang and Uncle Iroh talking, and Uncle Iroh's on Aang's side. He just can't say it because, he got a save face because he's like the brother of the one that's trying to take over the world. Oh, actually, successfully did. And y'all, we have Aang getting away, and in true, I love this type of writing fashion, Sokka and all them came out of nowhere. I was like, psych, you ain't going nowhere no time soon. Because Zuko was pumped. He was like, oh, y'all didn't talk about y'all. My dad going to be so proud of me. He started to... But that's not how God works. He came through, showed up, and showed out, and took that boy and was like, see you when we see you. Y'all, we're at the Air Nomad temple, and I really wish they would have showed the scene where his avatar state came up and he, destroyed the ship. I would have liked to have seen that. Okay, y'all, so I see what they did there. They decided to sacrifice the avatar state scene for them at the river, for the one where he finds out that his master and his friend went on home to be with the Lord with the help of the Fire Nation. Okay, I respect that. And of course, Katara calms him down. The episode ends with Aang realizing he's the Avatar. Like, comment, subscribe, share, come back. Your favorite uncle loves you always. There's nothing you can do about it. Bye.